Welcome to NHMR's Sponsor Spotlight, where each month we highlight one of our sponsors, put a face to the company name, and get their perspective on the current real estate market.
Welcome back to the NHMR Sponsor Spotlight. We have with us here today Marco Miranda of the Miranda Team. We just talked a little bit about his background and his company, and now we're going to chat a little bit about inspection issues and some things that he's seeing in the field that should be a benefit to our realtor membership here. I want to start with the obvious. We're recording this on Friday before a potential blizzard, nor'easter, bomb cyclone, depends on what weather report you read. We got a lot of snow coming. I'm guessing you may have some inspections postponed tomorrow. But one thing that I know a lot of our clients ask us, and I know a lot of realtors, and particularly realtors newer to the field, may have to kind of understand is what limitations winter and heavy snow bring. It can make inspecting, I know, roofs a little bit difficult. It can make certainly inspecting ACs, pools. Chat a little bit about what our realtors should think about when you're inspecting in the middle of winter here and maybe after heavy storms.
It's all about setting expectations. No different than us. We have to set their expectations, what they expect from us when we do an inspection. Limitations is just part of our job. Our job is a visual inspection. We can't rip walls apart. We can't look through walls no better than you can. And the snow is just another limitation. A lot of times, if we know that it's going to snow a lot, we try to make it there before it snows so we can actually see the roof, so we can actually tell them about it. It's a limitation that we have to deal with. No, it's not pleasant for anybody. However, if you set the expectations with your client and say, look, we have snow coming, the roof might be a limitation. You can always ask for a contingency on the roof being visible. You can always call us to go back and check the roof only. There's always ways around it.
A big part of our business is explaining the situation as it is and managing expectations and understanding, what the realities of a current period is. And right now it's winter and a storm. So good enough, but it's also nice to hear, like you said, if someone did negotiate a limited extension or limited contingency, yes, that you guys are there to come back and continue to be that point of contact. You had touched on in our first section there, chimney inspections as something that you're seeing more of, or people wanting more. I can see that because if a liner is bad or something, the expense is fairly significant. Maybe tell us a little bit about what you're offering there and what you're seeing in the field on that front.
As a home inspector, we check the chimney, we check the structure of it, what we can see of the liner. Sometimes it's not much, sometimes it's nothing at all. With the chimney inspection, it gets a little bit more detailed. We actually put a camera through the flue. We check the flue all the way up and down and make sure everything looks good in there. And again, CO can kill you, so if you have a bad chimney with a bunch of cracks and everything's falling apart and you get the CO coming into the house, you could have problems. One thing that I love to tell the agents, we're not doing this to make your life harder. We don't want your life harder. We don't want to do these additional services for you to have another thing to deal with. However, if you deal with the bad chimney ahead of time, it's way easier than dealing with it after.
I think that's right. And as you mentioned in the first part, your role is to be unbiased, and it's information gathering. We want our clients to have information. I think I'll speak for realtors on this. It's overstepping sometimes when you see inspectors suggest how that information be handled, because they don't necessarily know what the price is and what was negotiated and what the terms are and everything else. But the condition of the house is what it is, and it's really best for everybody to understand what that is.
Our job is to tell you what you're buying and just let them make the decision. You don't know what the client is capable of, right? I love when the agent is a little bit early and tells the inspectors what to expect from the client, because that helps a lot. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you have clients that nothing bothers them. You can tell them that they need a whole new structure and they're like, oh yeah, no problem, I can do that. you know? And then you have clients that you tell them that the faucet is dripping a little bit and they freak out. They don't even want to buy the house. So I don't think there's anything on the home inspection that would make anybody walk away. If you talk to them the right way, everything can be fixed, really. You know, it's just a matter of cost.
You started this by saying kind of that if an agent can give you a clue as to where the client's coming from, you have to meet them where they are. And some of them, I think the ones who say no problem, no problem, no problem, I mean, it could be that they're ignorant, but it's probably that they've owned homes or know how to work on them and understand things, and anything can be fixed. The ones that run away from a leaky faucet probably don't know the difference between a $100 repair and a $10,000 repair. And so I think helping contextualize that it is an important thing. And sometimes you do see a lot of sort of, you know, I'm editorializing here, but you see sometimes a lot of CYA sort of language that then, you know, supersedes an ability to just explain this can be fixed and here's how. And you're right, it needs to be done by the appropriate licensed contractor and priced by them. But I think helping people know what to be scared of, because there's times they probably should run, you know, and what not to, and what they're facing is huge. So I'm glad you do that and take the time to do that.
I love to have a clear vision when I'm done with the inspection. And I want the client and the agent all to be on the same page with a nice, clear vision on what's going on, good or bad.
I don't know if there's anything else happening in the field that you're seeing or that you want to touch on. There's always something new, whether, you know, years ago it was radon and then it's mold and now it's arsenic in our water. Is anything new that's on the radar that our realtors should be thinking about or that you want to touch on?
The newest one is the sewer scoping and the chimney inspection. And sewer scoping, it's getting to be a lot more, because not only because the clients want it, but also the agents actually get to see it. They go out when we're doing the inspection and they look at our camera and they're like, oh my God, I'm so happy my clients got this. So it's getting more and more known by the agents, which once you see the value in it, it's a little bit different than if you just hear somebody talking about it. I tell all the agents when we do the classes, when we talk to them at the inspection, we are here as a resource, as an extension of you. If you need any information about anything, our office, you just text them, email them, call them, and we'll have the answer for you. You're on a potential listing. You have a question about something that you see, that you're looking at, that you've never seen before, and you don't understand it. We're a phone call away. We're a text message away. You just take a picture, text it to us, and we'll get back to you on what it is. We want you to shine in front of your clients. So it's just something that we love to do.
No, that's great. And I think that's a great place to end. And I know as realtors, you know, we try to be a resource and an ongoing resource to our clients, and to have you there for us in that regard is a huge value add. So I'm glad you brought it up. Thanks for that. And thank you for being a sponsor at NHMR.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.